still getting used to this transition of going from my 20s into my 30s, right? Like, people always tell me all the time, Chuck, you look so young, you look so good. Black don't crack, which is true. Black don't crack, but your hairline goes way back. And that's something that they don't tell you when you're a young black man living in this society, right? Like, your hair leaves the top of your head in your 30s, and it reappears in different parts of your body that I didn't know hair would even reappear. Like, I have gray hairs coming out of my nose. Do you understand? Ever since I turned 30, every morning when I look in the mirror, I think to myself, did I snort a skunk last night while I was sleeping? Like, what is happening with my body? And I noticed that I see things differently now that I'm in my 30s. Like, I think back on life and I realize that I process things differently. Like, true story, I used to get bullied a lot as a kid, right? When I was in 3rd grade, 2 5th graders would hold me down on the ground while a girl named Shaniqua sat on my head and farted. Now, I'm in my 30s. Do you know how much money I have to pay to get a woman to do that to me today? Like, I had no idea how good I had it back then. You understand? I used to fantasize about Angelina Jolie making passionate love to me all night long. Now I fantasize about her adopting me. Like, that's where I'm at in my adult life. I see things, I process things a lot differently now. Like, my dream woman is a woman that can provide me with health care, not Obamacare, like the premium stuff. That's what I want. And now, not only am I getting older, but my parents are getting older, right? And they're at that age where now I'm starting to have to parent the parent. Like, I'm telling them things that they used to tell me when I was a kid. Don't do that. Put that out of your mouth. Don't eat that. Eat this. Stop hitting. Play nice. Don't go there. Sit down. Take a nap. You gotta go to the doctor. Take your medicine. Like, the other day, I looked them directly in the face and I was just like, go to your room. I just told my parents to go to their room in their own damn house. I think that's the reward you get for being good parents, right? Like, when you're older, now your kids have to take care of you. Out of guilt, they have to take care of you. So you get to put that same pain on them that they put on you. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I need some kids. Probably shouldn't have said that standing in the middle of a park. I'm a little too militant. I'm a little more Malcolm than I am Martin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love them both, but I'm a little more, like, if you don't want to serve me or deal with me because of the color of my skin, that's fine. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. We'll have our own separate things, right? Like, I won't even eat at Johnny Rockets because it looks like a place that used to not serve people that look like me. Do you understand what I'm... Welcome to Johnny Rockets. Can I take your order? Hell no, you can't take my order. I was watching a documentary about the sit-ins and I learned a lot about it, but then I thought about it and I realized if I could interview anybody from the civil rights movement, I wouldn't want to interview anybody from the sit-ins or anybody that I already know about, right? The person I want to interview from the civil rights movement is the first black person to ever go into one of those restaurants post-segregation and then order food from that restaurant and then eat the food from that restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? Like, who is this brave Negro? Do you understand? Because it's not like they changed the staff. It's the same racist staff from before. It's not like they went on a weekend retreat to discuss the importance of diversity. Nope, same racist staff from before. I'm just saying, you know what? If I went to go get my prescription filled at the pharmacy and I saw that my arch nemesis, my worst enemy, was the one filling my prescription, I'd be like, you know what? Crabs it is. I can scratch. That's all right. My sister loves Obama the most out of our entire family, right? My sister thinks that Barack Obama is so inspirational for black people as a whole that now any black person can be the president, no matter what his or her qualifications, right? Like 2 Chainz, Ray J, Waka Flocka. Like, he's that inspirational. My sister talking to me, she's like, now thanks to Barack Obama, my son Trey can one day grow up and be the president of the United States. Hallelujah. Like, really? This kid? The one with his weenie in the light socket? That's the one's gonna be the... This... I love doing that joke because whenever I do this, all the black people laugh really hard. And all the white people go, why is he beating himself? in the head. Just turn to the nearest black table near you and ask them in between acts. And they'll explain it. Leave you guys on this. I love Obama. Like I said, my whole family loves Obama. We love our president. I thought nobody loved him more than my sister, but actually my mom is the biggest fan. She's such a big fan that it actually caused a rift, a fight in between us. This was last Christmas. It was a terrible situation. It was last Christmas. I was home, and she comes up to me, and she's like, "Oh my God, you'll never guess what I just bought from Walmart." I was like, "What's that, Mom?" She goes, "I just bought brand new Barack Obama Christmas ornaments. We're gonna start an annual family Christmas tradition." It's like, "Really, Mom? We're gonna start an annual family Christmas tradition where we take the first elected black president and hang him from a tree?" Is that really what you just said to me? This thing, gang, I'm all raced out when it comes to movies. All raced out. Like, it's not that they aren't great movies, but it's too many at the same time, right? Like, we had Django, we had The Help, we had The Butler, and then, of course, we had the greatest race movie of all time, 12 Years a Slave, which I don't know if you saw. A great movie, won a bunch of awards, great acting, it was amazing. But I didn't think I was gonna like it, even before I saw the movie. I didn't think I was gonna like it because all of my friends kept coming up to me and saying the exact same thing every single time. They'd be like, "Charles, 12 Years a Slave, you have to see this movie. It would change your life. 12 Years a Slave would change your life." I'm like, "Well, what's the movie about?" "Oh, it's about a dude who was free, and then he was a slave for 12 years. For 12 whole years, he was wrongfully enslaved. Wrongfully enslaved." I'm like, "Word." Wrongfully enslaved? You know who else was wrongfully enslaved? Slaves, bitch, that's who was wrongfully enslaved. What are you talking about? Wrongfully enslaved? Who was rightfully enslaved? Show me that guy. Where's his movie? He needs a script. Can't blame my friends, man. I can't blame them because that's how Hollywood is, right? Hollywood does that. They make you focus on a character no matter what, like, the situation is. You become emotionally attached and invested in that character. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever seen a movie or read a book called Boy in the Striped Pajamas, right? But it was a great movie and a great story, right? Great story. If you haven't seen it or read it, it takes place during the Holocaust, right? A little German boy, a little Jewish boy. They become friends. The little German boy goes to find his Jewish friend in the camps. They think the little German boy is Jewish, so they capture him and take him to the gas chambers with like hundreds of other Jews. Now, I'm watching this with this girl that I was dating at the time, and she leans into me and she goes, "Oh my God, I hope someone saves him." Really? Just him? You don't see anybody else that could use some saving right about now?
We're gonna take a break to show some